यदा भूतपृथग्भावम् एकस्थम् अनुपश्यति तत एव च विस्तारम् ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा. When he sees the manifold world as resting in the one and projecting forth from him only, he then attains Brahman. First of all, he sees. Who is Krishna referring to? Raju?
I think he's referring to the yogi, the Atma, who's trying to find him.
Right? A bit more clarification. Yes, you are right, but some more clarification.
The sadhaka.
Correct. That's what we should. We are all sadhakas. So Krishna is talking about sadhakas. When he then sees. So, how does he see, Lena?
For this sloka, what it means that you can see the Parabrahman everywhere. It doesn't differentiate between, for example, animals
True.
or human being or anything.
But I just want he sees. That's all. I want expansion on that. Sees.
See, means not only eyes, but with all the senses and all
Yeah.
the indriyas.
And
The mind
and the mind
the intellect.
and intellect with his inner eye of wisdom. So gets all the information about the world. That's what you're coming next. Manifest world. So that comes through 5 sense organs. Then from the mind to the intellect.
That's when
That
it loses the gunas.
Yep.
It loses the
So
ego.
when he sees the manifold world. So what is manifold world? That's what you mentioned. Variety. All types of life on this earth. Manifold world. As resting in one place. What is rest? Resting.
Doing their own duties.
Now what do you do when you are resting? In a place of comfort. Isn't it?
Comfort zone.
So, yeah, so you are in your comfort zone in your profession. You are in a comfort zone in your house. But you are not so in comfort zone in other places. But when you go to the Mother Nature, the park, you are in a comfort zone. Isn't it? So, when you are seeing the manifold world as resting, that means wherever they are in the comfort zone, in their own daily duties, in their only daily way of living. That's what it applies to. Now, in one, so when you are working, you are involved with the world around. But here, what he says is, resting in one. That means you have to think when you are working that you are doing the duty for Parabrahman. So, in your comfort zone, in your working place, think of the God who is behind your work. So, similarly, at home, everywhere you look at it, you have to look at it only from that angle. Now, and projecting forth from him, that means now, all the thoughts that are coming to my mind, in my profession, what I am supposed to do, at home, what I am supposed to do, in an open street when I am going, what I am supposed to do, all of these terms, you should say, projecting forth from him. The thoughts come from him. The thoughts that are in your mind, all the 3 gunas. But you should see from him means only Sattva Guna project forth. Him brings out the Sattva Guna with his blessing, but your ego brings you the Rajoguna and Tamoguna. It's complicated way of looking at it, but think of it that way. So when he sees the manifold world as resting in the one, so everybody is in him and projecting forth from him. That's what you are going to say. Yes, we all come from him. But now, when resting means in your comfort zone, when you are working, you are getting the thought projecting from him because the boss is ordering you.
So your ego is.
Isn't it? You are a servant, aren't we? So, you should look at the duty of a servant projecting the boss's view of ideas, the divine thoughts. That means Satya and Dharma, that's all. Whatever that's happening, let only truth and righteousness come forth. He attains Brahman. So what does he mean by attaining Brahman?
It is part of.
Yes, I know. It is not the...
Not moksha, but again.
No, it is not the Tattvartha. Vakyartha you are saying, correct? She also said moksha Tattvartha, Vakyartha. But I want the Tattvartha. Terry, can you give the Tattvartha?
He realizes God. He realizes his oneness with God.
Yes. So, he has got Brahmajnana. Kshetrajna is about knowledge, about Kshetrajna. So, that is Brahmajnana. So, when he attains Brahman means he attains Brahmajnanam. So, that is how we are supposed to read in Tattvartha. Now, Bhuta Pratak Bhavam, the idea of being separate and of many varieties. Thoughts are of many varieties. True? This projects forth only one philosophy, that's Advaita philosophy. Not Dvaita. Right. That's Terry's friend. And Anupashyati. Anupashyati means sees well and clearly. Pashyati is seeing. Anupashyati is well and clearly he sees. So, the one that you see through the mind, through the sense organs, are variety. So, you are confused and not clear. But the one you see with the intellectual eye of wisdom, that sees clearly. So, learn to use your intellectual eye of wisdom and then see the world. Then you see, that's the Leela of my Vishnu. That's another Leela of Vishnu. Everything is a Leela, so you don't get angry. You do what you're supposed to do, that's also Leela from you. Krishna's Leela, what you don't support what they're doing, but then you don't get annoyed and angry. You do what you can to enter into that situation, but always only the right frame of mind with intellectual wisdom, you bring the right thing out. And that sarve jana sukhino bhavantu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, let him die. That's not what Lord is advocating to anybody. That thought should not come. He should be happy, and if he's a bad man, let good thoughts come to him and also become a better person. Bring the change. You can ask the God to bring the change, and you can be an instrument in bringing the change. That's how the great saints, Ramakrishna, Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, all of these people brought that change. So, the example I given in my book is about the dream world and waking up world. In dream world, you have got a vision, haven't we? You can completely explain the dream that has gone through you. But when you get up, which eye you are going to see it from? With the dream eye or the real eye? real life. So, in spiritually, when you opened your eyes, which one you should see? Yeah. So, when we are living, we are seeing with the dream eye. So, the art through Brahma Jnana is while living, see with the intellectual eye. Awake. That's what Vivekananda says, isn't it? Awake and do not stop till the goal, till the goal is reached, isn't it? So that's the idea behind this particular sloka. So Brahma Jnana is seeing the oneness in duality, in multiplicity. So see all the waves, but see the ocean. And see the waves that have not come out of the ocean yet. There are waves underneath, isn't it? The force. And that learn to see. And how can you see the waves underneath? Can you see with your physical eyes? With your thinking eye. A correct thinking eye. You must have a knowledge of physics. Oh yes, there is a force. And that force is bringing the waves. And it's going to come now. For a baby or a child, when it takes the seaside, look, there is another wave coming. The child doesn't know it's coming, but you will be able to predict that. So that is the sloka. Right.